Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today I have a fun tag video for you guys. I saw Andrea, I always say her last name wrong, Matiano. I can't say her last name, but she's one of my favorite YouTubers, so I really should figure that out. But I saw her do this and I thought it was a super fun idea, so I'm taking it. This is the, if you could only choose one palette per brand kind of thing. So I've taken one palette from every different eyeshadow brand that I own. The ones that I have multiple of, I have Tarte, I only own one Tarte palette, so I didn't include that. One's like Anastasia, where I have several. That's where I picked one to see which one I would choose. This was really hard. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can't even, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 different brands, I think. 11, I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and dive in. My hair is crazy. I just straightened it and it's already bleh. I did this in alphabetical order because of course I did. Extra like that, I guess. But with that being said, the first one is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one was super, super hard for me because Anastasia is one of my favorite formulas, definitely top 5. I have several palettes from her. I chose Subculture, which is gonna be probably a little bit shocking to some people because this palette was not super well received as far as Anastasia palettes go. They're usually super hyped, and this is one that just people didn't like for some reason, and I love it. You can see, I've definitely hit pan. This shade, it's called Electric. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow shades of all time from any palette, from any brand ever. I adore it. It's so pretty. I just love this palette. So I don't really know. Everybody said that they were hard to work with, hard to blend, that kind of thing. I don't have any problems with this palette. I love, love, love this palette. I reach for it a lot. With that being said, I also love the Alyssa Edwards one. I also love Sultry. I love Riviera. I like them all, but this is the one that I reach for the most. So there's that. I have no idea where I'm going to set these when I'm done talking. BH Cosmetics is next, and this is the one I went with. This is the Weekend Festival palette. Super, super pretty colors, super affordable. Love this palette so, so much. I use this a lot. You can't tell. I guess you can see some divots. There's one there. Yeah, you can see it, but I don't know. I keep my makeup very clean. I don't really like palettes that look all grungy and gross. I have my Jaclyn Hill palette right there though, so that one's filthy, but I don't like that, so I try to keep them clean, but I use this one a lot. It's a very colorful palette, very fun. I don't know, I like it. I like it better than the other BH Cosmetics palettes I have, and it's a fun time. So ColourPop, this one was hard because I have a few ColourPop palettes. I've got the Elsa and Anna palettes. I've got all the Kathleen Lights palettes. I can't think of any others I own right now, which is weird, but I chose this one. This is so jaded. This is a Kathleen Lights collab, and it's so pretty. It's huge. I like bigger palettes. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like them because there's too many options, but I like that because I feel like I can do so many different things like this. That one, oh, it's so pretty. Diamond, is that what it's called? Yeah. The shade. It's more like a wet top coat shadow, but first of all, it just feels so creamy. It's like one of those super shock shadows. I love it. It just changes any eyeshadow. So, so pretty. I just really like this palette. They're super blendable, super buttery, super pretty, super pigmented, super everything that you need. So I love, love, love this palette. It's more cool tone than warm tone. There's definitely some warm tone shades in there, but there's not hot pinks or reds or anything like that in here. I like it. I like it a lot. Stay. Okay, Dominique Cosmetics. I don't have a lot of these. I have got this one, Sweater Weather, and Celestial Thunder, I think is what it's called, the one from BoxyCharm. But I chose this one, which is the original Dominique Cosmetics palette, and that is the Latte palette. It's a very neutral palette, which is something surprising for me because I don't wear many neutral tones, but I really like this. I really, really, really like her formula. Her mattes are amazing. Metallics are really good too, but I get more impressed, there's the two swatches, I get more impressed with brands when their mattes are better than when their metallics are better, because I feel like everybody's metallic formulas are really good. Not everyone's, but a lot of the brands that I have, a lot of the palettes I have, the metallics are like bomb and the matte shades are kind of sometimes. So when a palette can do both, I'm down for it. And this one's got lots of neutrals, really pretty everyday palette. And then it's got a pop of blue and a pop of purple, which, you know, purple shadows are my favorite. So love this. Definitely want to get more of her palettes. I don't know why I never do when they like launch. I'm just always so like, oh, I don't know. I think it's because I don't really care for her website, like the way it's set up. This is tea, I guess. I don't really like the way her website is set up because it's not very like user friendly, but you can get them on like Sephora and stuff too. So I don't know. I don't have an excuse. This one was the hardest one. This one was one of the hardest decisions. Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I have almost every palette. I don't have the Mini Controversy or the Blood Sugar ones. I've bought them, but they're not here yet because of all this stuff happening. They're on their way here. I don't have Jawbreaker because it's sold out, and I don't have Thirsty, which kills me. So I have everything else though, and out of all of them, this is my favorite one, which was a little bit hard for me to put in here just because you can't get it anymore. But Alien is my favorite. I love that there. What's that called? The Royal Blood one. What is it called? Bloodlust? Bloodlust. This one's really nice too, but this is my favorite. I love the Alien palette. I love the packaging. I think this might have been his worst palette too, like as far as people purchasing it went, but I love the shades in here. I love the khaki browns. This green shade, oh, what's it called? Alien, duh, is so bomb. I love this. I did like a whole look just centered around that color, and I think it's so fun. Of course, there's a pop of purple in here. There's some grays, some blacks, some blues. I love this palette. This is like one of my top 5 favorite palettes of all time. I adore it. The fact that it's limited, or not limited edition, I guess it was. The fact that it's discontinued is what I was looking for. Breaks my heart and my soul because I want to recommend this palette to you guys like in every video, but I can't, so. Okay, Laura Lee Los Angeles. I have everything except for her eyeliners, which is sad because I never got those because the bundle that they came in like sold out immediately, and I got the other bundle that had everything but those, but she's never like sold them on her own, so on their own, so if she ever does, I'll pick those up. But otherwise, I have everything, and out of all of them, this is the one I chose, which is Party Animal. I also I really liked the Nudie Patootie one, so it was really hard for me to choose between those two, but this is the one I go for the most. Like, you can see the divots in there. I like this. When I'm doing something where I'm like, I need a neon yellow or a hot pink, I know I can go to this, and they're just like really good, intense, vibrant shadows that are like intensely colored. That swatched awful, so I don't know what happened there, but I promise you on the eyes it looks gorgeous. I did for Pride Month last year. Was that last year? Or was that this year? I don't even know. But the last Pride Month that happened, I did a rainbow look and I used this palette for that, and it's bomb. I love these shades. It's really, really good. If you need like a colorful palette and you don't want like a huge palette because you don't wear color a lot and you just want something to have that's like, if you needed a neon pink, this is a great option. It's super affordable too. I think it's only like $15 to $16-ish, maybe a little more, but I like it. Lunar Beauty. This one was really hard too. I love Lunar Beauty eyeshadow. I think Lunar Beauty is my favorite eyeshadow formula. That was bold. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that for now. I don't really know 100% if that's true, but I chose Moonspell. This was hard because Strawberry Moon has my favorite eyeshadow of all time, which is Blue Diamond. That is my favorite eyeshadow. But overall, I just like this palette more. First of all, the packaging is top notch. Like, I really think that Manny and I would get along very well because he loves everything I love. Like, I love witches. I love Greek mythology. I love Sailor Moon. Anime in general, I guess. What what was the other thing? Oh, and I just like the stars and stuff. If he comes out with like a zodiac palette, then I know that we're soul sisters, I guess. That was stupid, but whatever. I chose this one because purples are my favorite shadows of all time, and this has a whole row of purples. And then green is my favorite color, which has a whole row of greens, and then the row of neutrals for when I want a neutral eye look, which is not often, but so pretty. Also so pretty. I could talk about that one palette all day, so I'm not going to, but those are the swatches. Lunar Beauty makes bomb shadows. If you have not tried them, I recommend anything that he does. Eyeshadow-wise. Liquid lips I like, but they're not my favorite, but those are bomb. Milani. I chose this one. I have 3. They're all the same, like, whatever this line was called, the luster light, whatever. I have the green one, the gold, no. The green one, the neutral one, and this one, and I chose this one. Surprise, surprise. It's purple tones. I did a whole video using all 3 of these palettes. Had to ditch the footage, so that's depressing. But I like these. They're not my most favorite shadows in the whole world. They're right here. They were a little hard to blend. I definitely had to work with them, but for a drugstore palette, that's fine. But these are a little pricey for the drugstore. I think they were like $15 to $20 for 2, 4, 5 by 3, 15 shades. So when you do the math, that's not bad. But for a drugstore, I was like, ooh, because I bought 3 of them. I think they're $15. I think it's like $1 a shadow, but I don't hate them. I don't love them either. I like it. So if you're needing a drugstore palette, I like that one. Okay, Morphe. This one was hard too. All of the Morphe palettes I have are collaborations, I believe. So I have like the Jaclyn Hill, the Jeffree Star, the Miami Way, and the James Charles. I think that's all I have from Morphe. So yeah, but I chose this one. This was hard because the original Jaclyn Hill palette is like my favorite palette of all time. And then this one came out and I was like, oh boy, because I think I like this one better. I've definitely used the other one more, but I've had it a lot longer, obviously, so I don't know, I like this one. I like it a lot. It's got the purples that I love. It's got this really beautiful gold. This orange shade, where's it called? Or, yeah, My Man. I love this shade so freaking much. I love, love, love that. And then Talia is the other one I was looking at. It's so gorgeous. But it's got, like, everything from the original palette that I love, plus more. The only thing that I'm like, I wish she's had it from the other palette is the brow bone highlights, because I love those. And then the like teal color, because if this palette had those in there, I would be like, I don't need that other one anymore. But I love, love, love this. I've used it several times. Never disappointed with the looks I come up with. I love this palette. Okay. Running out of places to set things. Profusion, this palette. I love this thing. This is the Mirage palette. I only own 2 Profusion palettes, but I need more in my life because Profusion is bomb. Like, you don't hear Profusion talked about super a lot, but these are good palettes. Actually, hold please. Now that I'm looking at this, am I crazy or are these similar? I wouldn't call it a dupe, but these have very, very similar vibes. Huh. I'm gonna have to do a little investigating because I see like this and this are similar. The pinks are similar. The little, oh goodness. Huh. Have I not noticed that before? 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 35, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4. There's even 35 in both of these. Okay, well, interesting. I've never noticed until I talked about these palettes back to back, but these are very similar to that palette. I'm not gonna call it a dupe because there's definitely shades in both of them that are not in the other, and the formula is not the same. But this palette is bomb. Profusion in general is pretty bomb. Like, they are super affordable. They're drugstore pricing. I'm very curious. I'm gonna swatch. Oh no, that's the Profusion. That's the Jaclyn Hill one. Those are super similar. The Profusion one is definitely a little more red. Okay, let's swatch this gold shade. No, the golds are totally different. Okay, I was a little panicky for a second. I was like, is this a dupe? But yeah, I'm losing track because I'm like freaking out for a second. But Profusion is really, really good. Their stuff's really nice. They're cruelty free. They're drugstore. They're affordable. This palette was 15 bucks, which I know I just said is a lot for a palette from the drugstore, but this has 35 shadows in it. The Milani one only has 15. So these are like less than, like, I don't know, like 70 cents per shadow, something like that. So that's crazy good. They're super pigmented, super pretty. They last all day. I really like Profusion's bomb. I wanted to start doing like a series of like rating the brand kind of thing and just talk about everything from the brand entirely. And I think I want to start with Profusion. So next is Too Faced. This one was not hard for me at all. Too Faced, I don't know how I feel about Too Faced anymore. Like, they were my favorite brand for a long time just because I love their packaging, I love their stuff. But I feel like the more that I've like experienced more makeup and played with more makeup, I feel like I'm starting to notice that it's more of the packaging that I'm in love with and less of the quality of the stuff. Because some of it is like bomb and some of it's like, really, you could have done better. But this is one that's like bomb. I love this palette. I reached for it a ton. I got this for Christmas a couple years ago from Dylan, my husband, then boyfriend or fiance, I don't even remember. But I love this. Rich Girl. Ooh, so pretty. This shade called So Bougie is one of my favorite transition shades of all time. There are only 4 mattes in this palette, so be aware of that. I love that shade. But it's bomb. Like, you can do, because you get like a chocolatey brown, a black, a transition-y tan color, and then a white. So you could do just those 4 matte shades and any of these on the lid and you have a look. And I love this palette so much. It smells like gold, or smells like gold. It smells like chocolate and it's bomb. So I think that's really the only Too Faced palette that I'm like, yes, you need it in your life that I've tried. I love the Candy Johnson one, but you can't get that anymore. Yeah, like all of the chocolate bar palettes they're good, they're okay, but they're not like anything that I'm like, you need this, except for that one. So there's that. Okay, last one, Urban Decay. This one. This is another one of those brands that I'm like, I used to be in love with, and now I'm kind of like, I'm not really anymore. Like, I still love their stuff. Their concealer is still my favorite concealer. Their setting spray is great. I don't really think I have anything else from Urban Decay except for their eyeshadow palettes, which the Naked series is another one of those ones that I'm like, yeah, it's good, but like, is it that good? Like, is this palette worth $54? I don't think so, but this is my favorite one that I own. I have the original Naked, Smoky, Cherry, and Heat. And then like a really old Urban Decay palette that is way too old to talk about. I don't like Cherry. Naked I don't really like. Smoky's good, and this one's good. But I don't think this is worth $54. So yeah, I got this when it was half off, so I only paid $27 for it, and I would pay $27 for this again. $54? No. But shadows are really nice, really pigmented, really pretty. It's just not a palette that I'm like super stoked about because it is a neutral palette, which is not something I reach for a lot. But if you were like, what neutral palette do you want to keep? This would be one that I'd be like, yes, this one. It is really, really nice quality. I really want to try the Honey palette and the Reloaded palette. I don't own either of those, so I need to try those. Let me know if you have what you think of them. But that's it, you guys. That was all of my favorite palettes from my brands that I have multiple palettes of. What do you even call that? I don't know. But yeah, let me know down below. I don't know, pick like 5 brands and tell me your favorite palette from them or something like that, or your favorite palette of all time even. And yeah, don't forget to like this video before you go. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.